hard for my city and we still on the rise. More construction keeping busy. Always bear down on the blue in the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WNB. White Sox in the Cubs of it really. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Chi-Town in the building, then you know what I stand for. Chicago, it's the city of the win. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big lights, and we all about a paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it right down Lake Shore. See newcomers all excited. Chicago, I'm in love with my city, I'ma rev it till I die.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Oh my God.
Yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in. Chicago, California, LA, New York, Miami, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Alabama, Mississippi, Dallas, and Houston. Come on in. Jersey, New York. Come on in. Listen, welcome. We got to talk about it. We have to talk about it. Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports, ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Listen, y'all, listen. I am in full effect for the Team USA. I'm in full effect for Team USA. Good morning, everybody who come in, who check in. I am here because there's no reason for separation. And I've been preaching this the whole time that we've been entering the fourth game of the tourney, the qualification tourney for all the other teams. We have already qualified, but we absolutely get the reps of the tourney and being included in the tourney so that we can, also go and play and be ready to play in September. So, in these 4 games that we have watched, we have seen some good basketball. We have seen turbulence times in seeing good basketball, but overall, we've been seeing good basketball. I want to welcome and say good morning to those that's on their way to work. Do not let them get on your nerve on your 9 to 5. Just ride on in and say, I heard Brother Claude today, and he said, don't let you get on my nerves, and keep the main thing, and move on with my day. Yeah, so I just want to say, y'all, I really want to say that Team USA is here. Hey, Sister Shell, Team USA is the most talked about subject in America. Let me go again. Team USA is the most talked about team in America. What's up, Brian Lewis? How you doing, my brother? Why you say that, bro, Claude? Well, by popular demand, we have to talk about what it is, the subjects that most people want to talk about. And You see it all over the news. You see it everywhere, and you know what I mean? You just hear about it. But the biggest subject that everybody in the Clark land want us to only talk about Caitlin Clark. The Clarkies want us to only talk about this woman. And when we go and listen to all of these different channels, when we hear all of the different channels, and we just listen, I just sit back in the back seat and I listen to what they have to say, but they're not talking about this. The young intern, they're not talking about the reason and who is now in season of the real Team USA. To Team USA, as we know it, as we know Team USA, we are now going to a new era. We know that the WNBA is now in a new era of things. We know that Team USA has to also enter a new era. No longer would it be the old guard, because the old guard has got older, and therefore a process of decreasing the old guard into the new has to be done, and no better way for it to be done in the FIBA tourney. You understand? So therefore, getting rid of all the old things to the new things, that's not a good process. But processing the old things and keeping some of the old and then processing it in with good, new, vibrant, and faster and better product is a good thing. You know, as you renew and refine anything that you have for a long time, you do have to put new parts in a car that's probably you have had for 5, 10, or 15 years. It's just going to be a situation where you need to add new parts. I mean, it's mathematical. It's elementary. So the young intern is here. But by popular demand, they want you to be here. Do y'all see that there's no crowd behind that they want to hyper and put up? That there's no crowd behind her. There is no crowd. So no, the world just don't want to see Caitlin Clark. They would like that to be the narrative, but it's not the truth of the matter. And like I told y'all, I'm always here to talk about the truth. I'm always here to point out about the truth. This is not hating on Caitlin Clark. This is not putting Caitlin Clark on Front Street, because you guys have already done that. The Clarkies have already done those things. So there's no sense of me trying to hate on Caitlin Clark, because I think Caitlin Clark is a very good player and on her way to greatness. I just do. Because it's just facts of the matter that the old has to come out and the new has to come in. So I have no problem with that. But what I have a problem is the continuous campaign to knock other players as if they're not there, to not hype players that is in full effect and in full stride, in complete control of a game. They would try to erase history to put non-factual things that has happened in this tournament. Have y'all ever heard of Ryan Clark? I'm sure you have, because guess what? You can't forget Ryan Clark, because Ryan Clark, of course, now has been player of the game twice. Why? Because Ryan Clark shoots the hell out of the basketball. Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard is, I'm sorry about the Ryan Clark. The Ryan Howard, because I was listening to Ryan Clark earlier this morning, so he's still on my mind because I like Ryan Clark. But Ryan Howard is probably one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the WNBA. And as we can see, as we saw in the when she's on the Atlanta Dream, we seen her on a heater. As we've seen in Unrivaled, we seen her on a heater. And now we get to see her in Team USA be a superstar that she is. Ryan Howard has not was not talked about as much as she produced. Being a person of natural possession of just skill. Ryan Howard is a natural person, a basketball player that got pure skill. And why haven't this lady been talked about really and boast about during this tournament? And she has absolutely been player of the game out of the 4 games twice. No, it's because they want to write their own history and say that Caitlin Clark has saved the Team USA. And when they could not have gotten their way, they cried. I've seen it all. I have people calling me. I've had multiple people talk to me and hit me on Instagram and hit me on the Facebook and hit me on, you know what I'm saying, the TikToks and, you know what I mean, the messenger of the TikToks, and hit me on different parts of the social media platforms. Emailed me on my website, and they're like, why do you consistently talk about other girls? And we all clearly know that Caitlin Clark has saved Team USA. This is the sick shit that's really going on. But I beg to differ. I mean, this is Team USA, and I keep telling you guys, I am going to promote the whole entire team. This is not what I'm here for. I am here for the entire team to get their kudos for what they do on the basketball court. This is not about a separation. It's about celebration. Bars. This is not about separation. This is about celebration of the players that we got coming in new, and how good our future is with the young and turn. And how good. I mean, they're so in fear. They're in fear of this young lady that I'm about to show you, that they don't know what to do. This young lady here, of the young and turn, who named the young and turn, has been a phenomenal force the whole entire tourney, all 4 games. Paige Beckers have been on like a pot of neck bones. And Paige Beckers is now getting votes to be the MVP of the entire tourney. They got 1 more game to play, and her name is there, equivalent to Caitlin Clark in voting. And the Caitlin Clark fans are upset. They're so upset. Why are they upset that Paige Beckers is also in the running for MVP? Why, Brother Claude? Well, I'll tell you why. Because they have a narrative of what they want you They want us. They want we. And they want our, not theirs. They don't want our Team USA. They want their Team USA. They don't want us. They want her. To be the hero. They want her, only her, to be the hero of basketball, period. But listen, as you come in, I appreciate you coming in. Hey, she wins. Hey, MD, tell how you doing? 4187 and 4K. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all coming in, Brother Brian. Hit the like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. But when y'all come in, please hit the like button. And also, if you would like to get to the channel, give a super chat or a super sticker to this channel. But as I go on, you cannot have your way with history. And we have to be able to push back. We, us, the voices, the truth seekers, and the truth hoarders. The truth hoarders, meaning that we just have to belt out. We hoard so much truth that it has to come out. We have to tell the truth about what happened and what really happened and what we saw and how we saw it. We have to see what is really going on. We saw in game 4 that Caitlin Clark, Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, along with De'Erica Hamby and Monique Billings, started the game. We saw that they started the game and was having trouble with New Zealand. It was not an onslaught that was happening with the first Caitlin Clark start. This was game 3. I'm sorry, game 4. Game 4 started very, very slow, to the point where New Zealand went up 12-11. You can't erase history. History is what it is, and you just have to deal with the facts of the matter. The facts of the matter is that Caitlin Clark got the start. But midway through the first quarter, things had to change. And it had to change quickly. Because Nate Tibbetts called the timeout. And once that timeout happened, Nate Tibbetts said, let's effing go. Let's run these MFers out of here. Let's effing go. And who he say that to? Well, everybody was watching the game. He was talking about not Caitlin Clark, because he put her on the bench at this point. He was talking about the Young and Turn. And when the Young and Turn crew came in and the first crew came out, the Young and Turn crew took off running. Ryan Howard, Kelsey Plump, Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, Ray Burrell, Kiki Erfin, right away, come in and do their thing. And took the USA up quickly by 20 points. Quickly, like nothing yesterday. But you can't count. Listen, you can't change history of what happened. I know you want to change the history, some of those that's sitting in the back seat. As you come in, hit the like button. But you can't change history. The facts of the matter is that Caitlin Clark, Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, the Erica Hamby, and Monique Billings had a slow start. That was the facts of the matter. And you can't change what actually happened. Now, if you ask me, hey, bro, Claude, what do you think about the lineup that Nate Tibbetts did? I would say, okay, that was great that he gave Caitlin a start. But Caitlin Clark actually looks better with the young and turn. Because Caitlin Clark likes to run, and the young and turn love to run because why? They're young horses, and they ready to go. And they want the outlet passes. They want they want to push the ball up fast. They want to run, not set up, put it together and pick and rolls. And Caitlin Clark she don't really go for like that type of physical play. She likes to run and gun. That's her game. That's the way she likes it. And she looks good with the young and turn. And the young and turn looks good with Caitlin Clark and Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, Kiki Arafin, sometimes Kyle or Ray Burrell, sometimes Jackie Young and Ray Burrell. They look good together. But what we saw was a slow start that happened because Nate Tibbetts gets it. He said, I heard you. I know you over there texting and pushing the narrative of you want to hear what you want to hear and you want it to go your way. But this team is going to be coached the right way. This team is going to be coached the right way. And no matter what, everybody has to understand that this is not going to go your way. This is not going to go the way you think. And everybody wants Nate Tibbetts to listen to them because they want Team USA to be ran by Caitlin Clark. And that's not going to happen. That can't happen. That's not what happened. And guess what? At the end of the day got to end, and y'all got to get it in your head. That this is something that we have to do together. This is something that we have to do together. And they have put in, they have these things that's going on that's so sick. I have to show you guys this really. That bothers me. I have to show it to you. What these people put, just regular people that's chiming in, regular, you know what people, you understand, regular, you know what I'm talking about. They chime in and don't have their facts right? They chime in and they talk real crazy, real disrespectful, real diabolical about Angel Reese, as if Angel Reese has done something, some type of way, somewhere that Angel Reese had control over. What's up, big girl? Hey, ADP, Brian Smith, what's happening? Some type of way that Angel Reese had control of Team USA. I can't make this up. I can't make this up how the sycophants do. I can't make it up the way that these things are happening. And I get in my heart. I'm always interrupted or, interrupted by foolishness, right? You know, a lot of y'all be like, bro, Claude, don't pay him no attention. And, you know, just talk about what you're going to talk about. And I got to pay him attention because I have to fight against these type of people. Because if I'm not going to speak out, who going to speak out then? Who's there to tell the actual truth? Who's there to actually say, no, that's not the way it went. This is the way it is. No, it didn't actually happen like that. Because if they have their way, they will make it as if Angel Reese will be the villain forever, guys. You have to understand that if they had their way, the Angel Reese will be the forever villain. But I have to show you guys what I have to deal with. And I have to really show you, those of us that love just basketball and support the American people, those of us that's here for the American people, I have to show you guys real stuff that's actually going on. Just people that comes in and chimes in and does stuff just like this. Blow it up, bro, Claude. Well, guess what? Here's a sycophant. Angel Reese was on Facebook saying that she wants to quit. He probably wanted to say she wants to quit, but you know, that's how it is when you write bull stuff. When you write BS, you know, you slip up and make mistakes. So I guess he was like, she wants to quit. Nobody likes her. Look what she just did to New Zealand girl. Cheap shot, United States is about 40 plus points, and she has to throw a cheap shot. That's why nobody likes you, Reese. This is Jay Red Dog blowing stuff up. I want my people, my people, my loyal followers, my people, my subscribers, and also my members to go over there and tear him up one. He's not going to be able to get away with that type of debacle. And I know y'all be like, bro, Claude, but why are you paying attention to somebody like that? Well, once again, if we let it ride, they're going to continue to do it. If we let it ride, they're not going to stop. That's why we had the civil rights movement, right? We could not go on and go no longer with the way Jim Crow was. That's just facts of the matter. If we had let it ride, they would be able to do whatever. And then, of course, here we go again. So you saw what he wrote about Angel Reese. But then, guys, he went in. And even though he was wrong, he knew he was wrong, and there was a lot of people giving him a heat for that. But to those, he said, for those of you commenting on my post about Angel Reese, you really can't believe things that are on Facebook. He tries to dial it back. He said, whether she wants to play or not, it's irrelevant to him. She is a spoiled brat, and she does not know what sportsmanship. She's a little above average. This is his page. He's a real man. I can't go for no defamation because this is what he wrote. This is on his page. So I just want the people to see This is just a regular person, random people just coming to just to bother Angel. Angel ain't did nothing to this person. She don't even know this guy, this son of a gun, this loser liability of not being an American. Because he's not American. Especially talking about us, we, USA. These type of people are in trouble in this country as we bring it together and join forces. This is not joining forces. This is people that will definitely be out of there. Because you cannot continue to do this type of work, crazy work, against someone that has done, you don't even know Angel Reese. Red Dog, J Red Dog. You don't know her. She don't know you. She would never probably even talk to you, and that's why you probably upset. But in your undertone, you know that she's a beautiful, beautiful woman and a great basketball player. But it boils you in your skin because you have to push your narrative, J Red Dog. That's enough publicity. I just want y'all to go and give him some, a little bit. And those of us that watch, you know what I'm saying? We can't let that type of stuff slide. No, we ain't doing that today. We gonna speak out and we gonna talk about it. I'm always be a defender. I'm gonna protect and respect all women. First of all women. But definitely the black woman, because she is the most despised, rejected, and picked on. Y'all heard what I said. I'm not hesitating on that. That's what I do. And y'all know since I've been on YouTube over a year and a half, I say the same thing. I preach the same thing. I'm a father of 8 daughters. So, man, please, I love the women. I love the girls, and I love what you all bring to life in society. This is what it's all about, right? Not none of the shady stuff. But here's what Yahoo Sports had to say, you guys. I wake up to this 18 hours ago. Look at how they politicize this. Caitlin Clark at risk of losing fan vote MVP to USA teammate at the 2026 FIBA World Cup qualifying. See, they do. Y'all got to understand what they do. See, the Caitlin Clark clan wants this to be the Indiana Fever, but this is not the Indiana Fever. This is Team USA. Take that shit. If you want Caitlin Clark to lead the charge, let her stay on. Don't let. I mean, Clarkies, she shouldn't participate. She should not be. If it's going to be this type of thing with the Caitlin Clark clan and people that hates all the other basketball players, Caitlin Clark should not be inclusional on the USA team. Right? That's what they would say about Angel. This is why I know that the sham is in with Yahoo Sports, and I know who you are, editors on Yahoo Sports. I know who you are. And I know what your plot is. Don't nobody even have Yahoo no more. It's Gmail. But I'm going to just do it just for the sake of, because they have to write sports editorials because of whatever. Okay. Caitlin Clark at risk. It says Caitlin Clark has been one of the USA basketball standout players. One of, really? Really have she? Caitlin Clark has been one of the USA basketball standout players at the FIBA Women's World Cup qualifying in Puerto Rico. But she is not a shoe-in for fan vote MVP of qualifying the tournament. In her first 4 games for the national team, Clark has averaged 12.8 points and 6.3 assists, dazzling fans in San Juan. What fan? But anyway, dazzling fans in San Juan with her passing ability and long-range shooting. Clark's performance for the unbeaten U.S. team have been especially noteworthy amid her lengthy injury-related absence. The Indiana Fever superstar had not played competitively since July. Even still, Clark is far from the only star on the team. Even still, Clark is far from the only star on the USA, on Team USA. The field's most loaded roster also features fellow debutant Paige Beckers, who is Clark's chief competitor for the MVP honors. Did y'all hear what he did? Who is Clark's chief competitor? She ain't trying to compare with Caitlin Clark. Paige already knows she better. Well, she compete with Caitlin Clark for anything. Why do Paige Beckers have to compete with Caitlin Clark for anything? Why are you writing this? Ain't this Team USA? Why would you write that her competitor in that Team USA? Why would you write that? But I'm just letting y'all see the editorials, y'all. I want y'all to see the editorials. It says, due to the announced after the U.S. plays Spain and on Tuesday in their final group game, Clark Beckers are neck and neck. Beckers, who successfully succeeded Clark as the WNBA's Rookie of the Year in 2025, may well get the nod from the fans in the tournament MVP voting too. On Monday afternoon, Beckers led Clark by around 6,000 fan votes, which is not an official statement for the FIBA. Beckers, who with Clark and Angel Reese represent the future of the national team, has averaged 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists in 4 qualifying games, all of which the United States has won by at least 30 points. Defense plays 23. Listen. Since playing only 14 minutes in the debut against Senegal, Beckers has played 20 or more in 3 games, demonstrating her value as an on-ball creator and as an off-ball weapon, sometimes in the same backcourt as Clark. The MVP vote is likely to come down to whichever star guard performs better against Spain. Nothing is decided just yet. Y'all, I can't make this shit up, y'all. I really can't. I can't make this up. AC Chi-Town Calvin, I got you, bro. I'm going to go over that. I'm definitely going to go over what you sent me, man. I'm definitely going over that. Thank you for that. Shout out to AC Chi-Town Calvin. She wins ADP. Big girl, Sister Felicia, Sister Tierra, all of those people, they hit me and give me things that they want me to cover and bring to my attention. So I really thank y'all for that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Big girl says stroll to the very bottom. You will see the box says vote. You can vote more than once. Get out of it and go back in. what at the bottom of this, mama? Let me see. Oh, you talking about on the page on Team USA? It says Caitlin Clark request emerges before final USA game. Like Caitlin Clark has successfully returned from the 8-month injury layoff led the Team USA through the FIBA Women's World Cup qualifying tournament. Across her first 4 games, she has averaged 12.8 points and the tourney leading 6.3 assists per game. The Indiana Fever Guard opened the tournament on Wednesday against Senegal and standout performance of 17 points and 12 assists in the 19 minutes. The best part, she recorded the double digits in 3 out of 4 games, included 12 points against Italy and 14 points in her first senior national team start against New Zealand. Before her return for the national team, Clark spent 8 months in rehabilitation after a string of lower body injuries limited her to 13 games during her. I want y'all to remember this. I want you guys to remember this part because AC Chi-Town Calvin brought up something that's really good, and I'm giving him the credibility for that. But y'all remember this part. Before her return of the national team, Clark spent 8 months in rehabilitation after a string of lower body limited her to 13 games during her sophomore season with the Fever. Now she's leading undefeated Team USA in their final group stage matchup against Spain. Now, when I said, look at this, the 13 games, AC Chi-Town Calvin brought up something that was really, really good for me to really go in and go do some more investigation in what he sent me. And as he's already turned out, that we remember in 2024, in 2025 report, the 2024 season, that they still in 2024 was still in the red for 40 million. And Caitlin Clark played the whole entire 42 games. Is that correct, everybody? She played the whole season, and the WNBA said that they still was in the red and lost about a sum up to $40 million. Well, last year, in the report of 2026, especially in the CBA negotiations, they had to open up the books, of course, and they had to show that the season, the 2025 season, they actually made a profit. And Caitlin Clark only played 13 games. See, information is beautiful. That's why I love to come here and give you the information. Okay, so Caitlin Clark, who they said saved the WNBA, did not play the rest of the season, but she only played 13 games. But the WNBA reported in the 2025 season, as they were opening up the books for the CBA, they actually made a profit. They were in the green with her only playing 13 games. I thought nobody was watching. I beg to differ. So stop it with the sycophant stuff that you guys do. It's really crazy. You say, I thought Team USA was a team job. Why do MVP matter when everyone got a job and it was different players for the player of the game? You know, it's always that. You know what I mean? It's always been the MVP. It's always been that. Michael Jordan was the MVP of Team USA in 1992, if you don't remember. In 1996, Lobo was the MVP of Team USA back then. So, you know what I mean? If you remember history. And then, of course, you know, the GOAT was the MVP of the last Team USA. So, you know, we just giving real information, chat. See, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. Ahead of the final game, FIBA is urging fans to vote for the tournament MVP. FIBA has noted that while this fan vote is not an official award, it is just intended to highlight the brightest star and the most impactful players of the qualifying stages. So they want you to vote for, and you know the Caitlin Clark fans not going to vote on the truth. We know that the Caitlin Clark fans are not going to vote on the truth because really, to me, Ryan Howard was the star, is the MVP of the games. To me, Ryan Howard was probably one of the most dynamic forces over the whole entire tournament. Her defense, her offense, the way she shoots the three, and was doing whatever. You know, and a lot of people say, well, Angel Reese stat padded the third game, and Caitlin Clark stat padded the fourth game. Hey, whatever, however y'all say it, whatever it is, everybody gonna claim stat pad. I don't really give a damn. What I give a damn is who was the most impactful. And it was Ryan Howard. It was. In the game before, it was Paige Beckers. Angel Reese with the double-double. The next game, the game before that. So, I mean, what? I mean, really, what? Why are we discussing individualism when the games have not even ended? But this whole entire tournament, you hear the Clarkies over there on their channels. I'm not going to say their name anymore. I didn't say it. You guys know who they are. Over there on their channels saying they're freezing out Caitlin Clark. The reason Caitlin Clark not being impactful is because she's not starting. Caitlin Clark, the other players don't like her. They're freezing her out. Angel Reese is freezing her out. She shouldn't be dribbling the ball at all. She should just only be down low and leave that stuff to the Chicago Sky. But shouldn't you leave the stuff that you're talking about on an Indiana Fever? If that's the case. So you say, hey, bro, Claude, the MVP didn't start until 2004. Okay, yeah. Ginobili was the first to win it. Oh, okay. But Manu played on Spain, right? That happened when he was in, right? But I do remember in 92, they highlighted Michael Jordan as the best player. You know what I'm saying. I'm talking about they know that Michael Jordan is being the best player in the games. And then, of course, y'all know when Kobe, when the new Dream Team 2, Kobe Bryant was notably one of the best players. And then, of course, that's when when Carmelo Anthony was shooting the lights out the ball. You know, I know. So the whole purpose is that it doesn't make a difference who gets the MVP. We just want a gold medal. We want to qualify. We want to win it all. We as Team USA wants to win. More after these messages. Hey, everybody. I'm here to talk about Vaughn Vacations, where planning is handled and memories are priceless. Travel is made simple. Vaughn Vacations takes the stress out of travel planning. For cruises and all-inclusive resorts to international tours, Tierra handles the details so you can focus on enjoying the experience. Whether it's a family getaway, couples trip, or group adventure, she makes planning easy. Experience, not just trips. At Vaughn Vacations, Tierra doesn't just book travel. She creates experience from bucket list destinations like Europe and Africa and luxury cruises, solo and create group trips. Every vacation is designed to create unforgettable memories. Personalized services you can trust. When you book with Vaughn Vacations, you get expert guidance and personalized service from start to finish. From the moment you hire Tierra to plan your trip until you return safely back home, she's with you every step of the journey, making sure your travel experience is smooth, stress-free, and unforgettable. Ready to plan your next getaway? Visit www.vaughnvacations.com and let Vaughn Vacations turn your travel dreams into reality. Yes, so we going a little deeper, and let's talk about the WNBA. And I want to read something that's factual by my brother. I always show him love, and then I love when I'm corrected. I'm a person that loves I love correction. I love correction because it shows me and it gives me an opportunity to be right. This is what it's all about, right? When someone corrects you, that means they're sharpening you. They're fashioning you into what you say and what you claim to be, right? And a lot of people have a problem with correction because they don't want to be wrong. I always tell everybody that comes to this show, I could be wrong. Give me what you got so that I can be right. And this is why this show is so great. This is why this is the hottest podcast on YouTube, because this is an inclusional thing. This is not about me just being right. This is me bringing you information that you need to know, things that you want to hear, things that has to be said, and things that must be said. Oh yeah, I remember that AC, and then they had to bring Kobe. They begged Kobe to come. I remember that when Dwayne Wade was on that team when they got beat too. Melo was on that team when they got beat too. That's right, I remember that. That's the whole reason why they was begging Kobe to come play. It says, here's a fact. In the 2024, the first season of Caitlin Clark, the WNBA, bring this up for y'all. Let me bring this up for y'all. Here's a fact. In the 2024, the first season of Caitlin Clark, the WNBA filled arenas, and they said it was only because of one player, Caitlin Clark. But even though arenas across the WNBA were full, the W lost 40 to 50 million in revenue. Remember, this was a season where Caitlin Clark played 40 games, regular season games, and 2 playoff games, so 42 altogether. But even with the full arenas, the WNBA lost money. Facts. Now, in 2025, here's what was reported. Yes, the WNBA turned a profit for the first time in its history during a 2025 season. The league generated enough revenue to trigger revenue sharing under a collective bargaining agreement. So that means that by them grossing what they gross, they triggered the players to say, hey, no, we got to have some of that revenue sharing too, buddy, what y'all making? It says resulting in a $8 million payout to be distributed amongst the players. alongside an additional $9.25 million for the league. But was it Caitlin Clark's effect? No. Why do I say no? Because Caitlin Clark only played 13 games in 2025. So what I'm trying to say is one player isn't the only one moving the needle, as many will want you to believe. Shout out to AC Chi-Town Cal. This is what I'm talking about, chat. When you have something like that that is relevant, something that is factual, I'm going to stand behind it 1,000,000%, because that's what I do. Because guess what? We are here for the young and turned. We all just want to see the young and turned, because I just want to see the young and turned. Because why? The young and turned makes and moves the needle. The young and turned, all of them moves the needle. The young and turned is not what we just want to see. We all cheering them on because we know that they're the youth that we're looking into the future for the next 10 years with the young and turned as they process and give it over to the ones that's coming behind them. So as the young and turned process their way into the USA games and also in the WNBA, as they start funneling in, you still have these young prospects that's coming out into the WNBA as the college girls do the turning. The bracket games are here. March Madness starts. And the bracket games are about to begin on the 21st. And we're going to be here to watch. But tonight, we're going to be on the Players Club to finish watching the young and turned do their thing. And not just one player. Not just Paige Beckers. Not just Caitlin Clark. Not just Angel Reese. Not just Ryan Howard. But all of the players that are included in Team USA to make this thing happen. Because everybody already know what moves the needle is unification. That's what moves the needle. Separation never does it. The unification of it all. This is Team USA. The young and turned is here. You can put your vote in, you can put your bid in to these young ladies who you want to be MVP of the FBI games. IBA games. You can put your vote in. Go to the website and vote. I would say vote, because I'm gonna put my votes in who I would like to be the MVP, since they got it where you can vote. So that's what I would do. Before it's individualism, it's Team USA. And you can't get past us serving this country and representing this country and deservedly being notarized for this country. And this is all about USA being the country that we are, the strong, the proud, and the resilient. Because we have all things that's about us, some things that are bad, some things that are good, but we are a resilient country. We are a country of those who have heroes. This country that is made of heroes has a unity problem at hand. But I hope in the fourth game, the fifth game, the final game, the last game, that we can all put our heads and pull it out our backsides and root for the whole entire Team USA. And by the way, the girls over in the 3x3, they won the bronze medal. And I think it's disrespectful for them to even get talked about wrongly. They went over there to represent America. They came back with a medal. They had third place, and it's okay. A buzzer beater beat them. But congratulations for the bronze medal, and thank you for representing the country. Because these are the youngins that is here to represent. We appreciate every last one of the players that went over to Asia and did their big one. And I'm grateful for them, these girls, Veronica Burt, Nas Hill, Alicia Gray, and Miss Houston, to do what they did. I appreciate every single person. What's going on, Sister Felicia? I mentioned you earlier. I thank you for your support and your help. Nubian Sage, I ain't know you was in here. How you doing, bro? Family, I'm sorry. So, shout out to the girls over that won a medal. We appreciate them even going to represent this country. Also, I would like to say that I am so grateful for each and every person that came in here, and also every single day that y'all been coming in the morning while I've been here on the way to work and giving me some love and showing me some love here. But more after these messages. Hey, everybody. My name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand. Bread House Butters. Sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin. Not only is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body, and I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America, because of course we make ours and crafted handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're gonna ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com, and put your order in now. Thank you, and I appreciate everyone who supports. So guys, on my final subject, everybody been wanting to know what's going on with the CBA. Well, as I close, they want to know what's happening and what is really going on. Bro, Claude, are you looking and paying close attention to what's actually being said? Well, yeah, I have. And what do I think? I think that the ladies are still getting disrespected. Why do you feel that way, Bro Claude? Well, the ladies are still being disrespected because this negotiation should be over today. Today, we should be done with the CBA negotiations. The WNBA PA and the WNBA confirmed progress as CBA negotiations continue. This is reported by ESPN. It says the WNBA PA Executive Director Terry Carmichael Jackson said that Monday that while progress is being made in collective bargaining negotiations, a delay to the 2026 season could not be ruled out as the WNBA labor talks stretch into the 7th day in Midtown Manhattan. There are deadlines, arbitrary ones that are that the league has set, and then there's a season schedule that has its own milestone. Absolutely, we recognize that and we respect those. Jackson told reporters. But do we also recognize that these are big time negotiations? And so there may be a need to adjust. Absolutely. And the players, more importantly, recognize that, understand that, and are prepared for it as they always have been. The WNBPA and the WNBA began Monday bargaining session at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. They spent over 70 hours since Tuesday working towards a new collective bargaining agreement that aims to be transformational for the players and the league. The WNBPA outside counsel, Deb Willing, told reporters that for the first time this week, she said there's been progress made, asked if she thought as the term sheet could be completed over the next 15 to 20 hours. Willie responded, I would hope. I think we have wondered whether or not we would hit the goal or achieving a transformational deal or fall short of it, Jackson said. I'm certain that this is a fight that is meaningful to the players and that they are committed to it and to the end, and they will hit the goal. Jackson, however, said there's still work to be done. The WNBA PA president, Nneka Ogwumike, spoke with the reporter Saturday. She said the biggest items to the nail down were revenue sharing and housing. We're still working. We're still fighting, Jackson said. There's still some things, big issue things, that we've got to get through. The WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelberg echoed the sentiments of progress when speaking with reporters early Monday morning. We're working as hard as we can to get it done as quickly as possible, Engelberg said. We're going to keep going. We're going to get this deal done. The fact that they just don't want to stop both sides, it's not just the league side, it's even the union. They want to get it done, said Connecticut Sun President Jen Rosati. Jen Rosati, who is on the Labor Relations Committee. I think it's admirable to know that they're paying attention to the fact that this is a crucial and time is a essence of what we need to have a season. Even if both sides come to a deal soon, it's unclear whether the 2026 season schedule will already be impacted. Training camp is supposed to start April the 19th with preseason games beginning April the 25th, and the regular season is scheduled to open May the 8th. Before all, the college draft and the team expansion draft must be held, plus free agency from 100 plus players. Engelbert, when asked if there may be a training camp changes announced soon, said, I wish I knew the answer. Engelbert has continuously stressed the importance of getting the deal done as soon as possible, even saying Friday that we have to get it done by Monday. So right now it's trouble in paradise, y'all. It's trouble in paradise. It's trouble in paradise because she thought it was gonna happen Monday. That shit didn't happen yesterday. And we ain't reading about it today. We ain't reading about it this morning that it got done. This is the latest thing about it. So what do you do with this type of thing on the table? So a lot of people say strike. A lot of people say, don't strike. Let's have a season. A lot of people said that the players are being unreasonable, and a lot of people are saying that the owners are being unreasonable. A lot of people say, let's just meet in the middle. Let's get in the middle of things. Let's get factual about being in the middle in the perception of things. Well, you want to know my take, and here you go. I think that every human being deserves to get paid. I think, what's up, Block BB 630? I think that every single person that put themselves on the line should get what they deserve in their impact. I think that the owners, of course, they should get whatever they put in back. I do believe that with a reasonable profit, because if you're the one that's putting the money up, I mean, as an investor, if you're putting your money into something, you want to be reimbursed your profit or your actual investment, and then you would like to benefit from you believing in this investment. So I want people to understand what business is first. If you're going to put your money and invest in something, you do want a profit. You're not putting your money. I'm not giving money away and having my children knowing that I have to put food on the table for my children. I'm not going to give some money and then I expect it back. No, it's called charity. So when you do charity work, it's charity work. But when you're doing something that's called an investment, you're investing to receive reciprocals of your money. First of all, you want your money back that you put in there. The second thing is that the money that you put in there, you would like to receive reciprocals from it. But not be greedy and not also pay the workers. Okay? And as a player and a worker, if someone invests in you, sure, it's fine to work for that investment. But you have to get paid your worth. You have to get paid for the work that you've put in and responsible for. Nothing more and really nothing less. If you get more for is that concern for charity, if they give you more, that's a blessing. That's considered a blessing. But what you worked for, you should supposed to be getting paid for it. Now, us as people that understand economics and finances, we all understand that no one is in this thing not to get paid. Everybody that is in this thing, the league and the players, are in this to get paid. Everybody understand. The owners are in it to get paid. Because why? They made the initial investment. They put their money up to believe and to create a league for women to play the game of basketball. We commend that. That is honorable that you would invest in women so that they could play the game of basketball. We also know as the players play the game of basketball, there are people that are megastars, superstars, and stars of their team, and actually role players, and just players that get picked up maybe, that are built in this process of creating this league. And it's tiers to everything, right? We understand that it's tiers. Everyone should not get the same because everybody is not the MVP. of their team or the MVP of the league. The best player. That's what I'm talking about. The best player of the team, yes, supposed to have benefits. If you're the best player and you play the hardest and you work the hardest and your accomplishments are the best outcome for the team, sure, you deserve that. But what I will say is that everybody's supposed to have their fair share. Pay the players. The players is there so that we can have a league, and the owners has invested so that it can be a league. Neither one can move without the other. Neither one can move without the other. So I just hope that they come to a situation where they can have understanding, a situation where they can actually have an agreement. I hope that the deal gets done today. I really do hope that tomorrow I'll be reading you guys, we have a CBA. And the league, the WNBA, the season is about to start in a month. And we get to see all of the things that happens and transpire, and all of the drafts and all of the free agencies and everything that we get, all the new players in the preseason, all of that is supposed to happen. But in the midst of all of this, we have young ladies that's supposed to get paid what they're supposed to have. More after these messages. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get you in some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, and win some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry. Get every pick right and win some much needed cash. Use promo code SteadyServ and receive $1,000 bonus in cash. Now that it's football season, follow Steadyservin as I share my picks. Pick players, choose the amount, win money, make picks, win cash. Thanks, Underdog Fantasy, for your partnership with us, and thank you for using the promo code SteadyServin on Underdog Fantasy. Y'all gotta ignore AC Chi-Town Calvin. Oh my goodness, y'all. That's my brother. Shout out to my Chi-Town brother, my brother from another mother. I appreciate him so much, looking out for him and looking out for me. And him looking out for me. We gonna always, that's just how we roll. When we roll all over the world from Chicago, we stick together like we born in the same house when we in the world. When we amongst the world. At home, we might fight. At home, we might fight, but abroad, we stick together. That's real deal Holyfield. Hey, if you would like any help, or you would have a business, please put it in the chat. Put your business in the chat. And if you would like to understand and know how business goes, or you need my help for your business, because this is a platform for all entrepreneurs and people who have things that they have going on. If you do have a business, put it in the chat. Know someone with a business, put it in the chat. And also, if you need those people, you can refer them to me. Go to Steadyservinsportsent. You can go to the website, and when you get to the website, it's going to look like this. Yeah, y'all, look at that website, though. Shout out to Sister Bernadette. Yeah, look at that, y'all. Look at this website. Oh, my goodness. You're going to enjoy this website right here. You're going to enjoy. Y'all remember that picture. Y'all already know. Y'all going to enjoy this website. What a beautiful thing that Sister Bernadette has put together. And y'all going to enjoy coming through this thing. So you go to promotional service. Promotional services, you hit it, and it says, are you looking to boost your brand and reach a wider audience? Our sports podcasts and social media channels offer the perfect platform to promote your business. With our engaged listener base, we can help you connect the potential customers and grow your brand. Let's work together to elevate your brand strategy. Here, we have a perfect platform for you to come to be a part of. We love you. We appreciate you. Come on over here and see us. I would like for those who have not subscribed to subscribe, and those of you who have not joined that's listening to me and know what I'm saying and standing on is the truth. I'm asking for you to support this channel and be a member of this channel and be a part of the hottest podcast that's growing right here on YouTube in front of y'all face. We are now at 4,500 plus subscribers here on Steadyservinsportsent, and I appreciate each and every last one of y'all and getting it done, man. Listen, this here is not happening. Listen, what I'm doing here on this channel is not just because of me. What I'm doing on this channel is to honor, protect, and respect of women, and to broadcast a platform for women, and to give my focus on women's basketball to help them be able to have a platform that's talking about real good news about them, talk about how we all can help bring the women up, because they have superstars too. Just because you female, that don't mean that you can't be great. That's a male chauvinist aspect of things. Because without women, there's no world. Bars. Without women, there's no world. Bars. Hey, I'm just saying, James Brown said this is a man world, and without it, it'd be nothing. Without a woman or a girl. And I believe in that wholeheartedly and emphatically, that women are the main reason that this world turns. And women should always be highlighted, protected, and respected by all men, because these are our mothers, these are our sisters, these are our aunties, and these are our cousins and our friends. We should be able to lift up all women on their platform and what they're doing across the whole world, and be able to have a safe space and create a safe space for women when they play in sports or any other thing of their endeavors, because this is what it's all for. So, hey, she wins. Me, you, and ADP gonna get together. I already hit ADP. I'm gonna hit you too. Before I leave up out of here, I want to see you too, AC Chi-Town Calvin, before I leave up out of here. But definitely, y'all, definitely, I am at to show everybody what you have done over the last year. Over the last year, me starting from nothing last year, you guys have helped me bring this channel to a prominent spot, and help me bring this channel from scratch to 4,533 subscribers. I appreciate everything that you've done. I appreciate everything that you do. And I appreciate everything that you will do. You see, the trajectory has gone up. And you guys have done that. And I appreciate it. Spread the word, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. And listen, keep the main thing the main thing. Tell me what you think about who should be MVP of Team USA, and should they really even have an MVP for Team USA? And if you do, tell me why. Because I could be wrong. Because this is all together. Individual aspects and what you put in can be acknowledged. But at the end of the day, this is Team USA. So, as always, I leave as I came with another bang. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. I'm so grateful for y'all and support what we do.
It's Chicago.
Welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise. More construction keeping busy.